I'm approaching the shuttle hangar. You must find your way to the cargo bay. The marker, it's being stored in there. There's a cargo loading lift there you can use to deliver the marker up to the hangar. Please, you must help me with this. It's the only way.
What's up, guys? Good evening. Hope everyone's having a good day or night wherever you guys are. And what's up, Night Cherry? How's your week been? As for me, it's like, as you asked, nothing too eventful. Also, I will say I did get a new TV. It's a Samsung Smart TV, I think. I guess that's something to actually be happy about. I know that we already reached the point in time where streaming services is already like the thing instead of cable TV. I will say so. The cable TV is already pretty much, I think, dead. But yeah, streaming services are already the go-to. Like I know it's cable TV's dead if we literally don't have Disney Channel anymore here in the Philippines. Especially right now, we're pretty much gonna get Disney Plus next month, which finally, because I can't believe it took long till we finally get Disney Plus after like I think 4 years, or was it 3 years since its debut? Oh well. What matters is we already got Disney Plus, and that means we can have access to pretty much Marvel and Star Wars media, as well as Disney stuff. It was fun, my schedule is messed up. Yeah, oh, what's happened with you? Is it something school related? But yeah, as you can see, we're pretty much in the end game now for Dead Space. We're already at chapter 11, and as you may see, we're trying to get the marker for just a little short bit, a little quick thing. We're trying to get the marker back into Aegis 7 with the help of Dr. Kine, who is very insistent on returning it to the planet. So yeah, we managed to fix the shuttle. All we just need to do is we just need to bring the marker down by bringing it in the shuttle. And as you can see, we're pretty much kind of full circle, because now we're back on the flight deck, which is pretty much the starting point of this entire ordeal. So we're back right where we started. Yep, we're gonna go down to the alien planet, Night Cherry. And yeah, chapter 11 and 12. These are the last 2 chapters for this game. Okay. Hope you're ready, Night Cherry, because this is gonna be bonkers. This finale is going to be very bonkers. Oh my goodness! Oh, whoa. Just getting this started by that thing. That necromorph was right in front of me, and it had that exploding bulb. You don't want to get near any of those were new. Basically, they're bombs. Like, those are necromorphic bombs. And they'll just slam their glowy yellow bulb onto you for damage. Okay, I'll read this from my journal. The marker is being stored in the cargo bay of the flight deck. I have to transfer it from there up to the hangar bay. Kendra seems more interested in the shuttle than Kine's plan to trap the hive mind. I can't really blame her. We need to get off the Ishimura. I mean, at this point, we already lost Heyman, and it really sucks that we lost Heyman, because he was actually a really good person. He was a really good person. So the fact that we lost him was... It's really sad. Okay, so cargo room is that way. You have to go down. Oh yeah, how much of my inventory is here? Okay, I guess it's not too bad. Also, I guess I'll focus on using my horse gun. I only have 2 power nodes. I heard something. Let's see if I can snipe him here. Yeah, just getting that out of the way. Yeah, there was a fatty, and there's the explodey necromorphs. And yeah, rip Heyman, man. Heyman was a homie. I remember, this was all supposed to be a routine repair mission, so the fact that all of this is happening is actually ridiculous and insane. Not ridiculous though, actually, just insane and tragic, because everything's gone hell. There. Okay, I remember this part very well. It's gonna be quite a hassle. Let's see. Another plasma energy, right? Yeah, that's good. Awesome. Power nod. Contact energy and creds. Just to buy something. Another bunch of these, and once I just looted the area, I'll go get started to change the marker. He knew something about the marker though. Who, Dr. Kine? Yeah, and unlike Dr. Mercer, he pretty much doesn't like what's going on. So, yes, he was a unitologist, but unlike Mercer, he actually defected. So Dr. Kine is actually, like, you could say, with us, but understandably, we're trying to like be very wary of him. Like, he seems like he's not really trying to cause active harm. Also, given how everything that's going on so far, I have a feeling that Dr. Kine is probably the same person who shut down the engines in the centrifuge, because how else would we bring down the marker to the planet? I feel like that's the one time where I feel like it's Dr. Kine that was actually sabotaging the ship when he shut down the engines in the centrifuge. Cause I definitely don't see Dr. Mercer like causing the Ishimura to crash down to Aegis 7 when he's trying to like enlighten, as he says. So it's like bring prosperity. Full on unitologist, guys. Alright, let's retrieve the cargo. And behold, the marker.
Delivering cargo shipment 782. Kinesis module required for further cargo transport.
Uh-oh. Something's with me. Oh. Okay, this is gonna be quite a hassle. Hello there. That necromorph just got straight up obliterated. Because if so, then I'm gonna... Ow! This tactical thing that hit more... Okay. Okay. Yeah, you can buffer off. Wait, are the necroforce protecting the marker? You can say that. Ow! 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 It keeps. Yeah, you could say that. You could say that they're protecting the marker because all of a sudden they're raiding me. Not something you want to deal with when you're trying to transport a ancient alien artifact of sorts. Heyman knows too. Oh wait, Heyman knows too. I wouldn't say Heyman really knows. All he knew is some weird stuff was happening. Like, honestly, if Heyman would know, so would have Isaac. Isaac would have known about the marker if Heyman knew. Heyman is very... Like, so far I can tell Heyman has actually been very honest. There's more art, is there? Hello! Oh, okay. Yeah. Ow, 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 okay. I really need to heal. I'm taking way too much damage. Oh, okay. I know, you love Isaac. You love Isaac. He's a badass. Okay. Yeah, these necromorphs love Isaac. I mean, don't get me wrong, Isaac's a badass. Hang on, let me look through the chat real quick. Give me that yummy marker. Yeah, don't worry, we're gonna try to get it. But yeah, let's go. Continue moving this very special artifact into the flight deck. Let's board it into the flight deck. Oh yeah, need to reload. Make it fast, unless I want to deal with more necromorphs while I'm trying to transport this marker.
Delivering cargo shipment 782 to the hangar bay.
There you go.
The cargo lift has arrived. The marker is in the hangar bay. Now you can load it into the ship. Hurry!
Hello. Oh, come on, more of you? No. 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 marker looks like a candy. Oh man, really now, Night Cherry? You're really gonna? I mean, I guess. I mean, it's red, but would I eat it? I don't think I can even survive this battle. I mean, it's kind of like basically a zombie apocalypse type of game. Not exactly a zombie apocalypse, but it is a zombie game. So like, you're... Fair point. Goodness, like, again, Isaac is... He can really handle himself. So you gotta commend him for that. Yeah, just gonna reload everything. Hey, all set. Halloween candy. I mean, if it's like Halloween specific type candy, I guess you're not wrong. Right. See, do I get more HP or do I... I have a good bunch to pick from here. Also, you know what? I probably feel way too comfortable with where I am right now, so maybe I won't upgrade my stuff yet. I'm chilling. Okay, next. Meet Kine at the hangar bay. The marker is on its way up to the hangar bay. Kine should be arriving there now. Yeah, it should be. Like, seriously, this place is already getting on our nerves. Okay, save progress here.
I restored power to the elevator. Take it up to the hangar bay and get the marker on the shuttle. I'm heading up to the flight deck now. Oh god. I'm just gonna run for it. Wish me luck.
Yeah, take care of yourself, Kendra. Hope you don't get bitten on your way here. Alright. Just get the hell out of here. Of course, we still need to board the marker into the shuttle. Kendra better be alive. Yeah, I mean, she's our only friend after all, now that Heyman's dead. At least there's Dr. Kine, but we're still very skeptical of Kine. Nothing much here in the bathroom. Okay, we're back at the flight lounge where all of this has started. Yep. We pretty much came full circle here in the Ishimura. Ah, how nice. Just what we need. This is just what we need. Ow! Stay away from me. Ow! Oh, come on, there's another one behind me? Dump it hard, I said. That was quite a raid. Man, I really wish I was playing Impossible at the moment. It would have been one hell of a raid to survive. At this point, like, I'm pretty sure anyone who has played this game for quite a while would know that it's really satisfying to go for stomps. It's really satisfying. Why isn't there like a security measure where they all fill the vents with acid or something? Because that's basically the ventilation system. That's gonna be. I'm pretty sure pouring acid around is just gonna. It's gonna screw up the ventilation system. So definitely, like, not something to really do. Added, I don't think anyone would expect this to happen at all. Like, even I would less expect this. What do you mean he's floating? Is it the one thing that's like stasis? Cause I can understand that. I mean, stasis slows down time. If it's like a floating necromorph after I shot the stasis onto him.
Excellent. I'm going to dock the shuttle. Got to be careful now. Careful.
There's the shuttle.
I'm bringing the shuttle down now. The automated loading controls aren't responding. You'll have to shut down gravity in the hangar bay, and then manually bring the marker directly beneath the shuttle.
Jeez, the sound of things. Combined with how everything is so dark, man. Alright, so we have to move the marker in already. I have to load the marker along the loading tracks and position it under the shuttle. Yep, that's what we're gonna do, Isaac. Where to go? Let's go here. Runway 2. Alright, let's go let's disable the gravity here so that we can easily board the marker.
Entering zero gravity.
Alright, let's go. Okay, where's the marker? I hear something. Oh, hello. Loading. Okay, let's go move this. Well, this one is not properly. Switch this. Oh yeah, I'm gonna also get a bunch of these here. Also, I just realized I haven't been getting any audio logs or something. I hope I'm getting any, because they're pretty much collectibles here. Oh well, there's none. What the? Why am I not moving it? I know I could also like shoot with kinesis, so is it possible? Yeah, I can do, but I guess I have to keep shooting. Surely I'm not gonna get interrupted while I move this marker, right? I stand corrected. Oh, there's more. That's one. That's pretty tough. Anyone else? Okay. Hang on, let me look through the chat. I wonder if Isaac and Kendra gets paid after this. Oh, you tell me. If I was in this, this was supposed to be just a routine repair mission, so I would definitely ask for a good raise and compensation for all the things that's happened in the Ishimura. Like, that's gonna be one traumatizing event. Yeah, no audio logs. Yeah, so far we haven't found any audio logs yet. Shuttle. Oh, hello. Ow! There was. I know there's one behind me. Wait, it's under the thing, right? So why is it not? Yeah, it should be underneath this. I guess I just need to disable anti-gravity. Oh boy. Okay. There you go. Right. Enable gravity again.
Exiting zero gravity.
Wait a second. It's not fully under. No wonder.
Entering zero gravity.
Okay, now I see what's wrong. It's not fully under the shuttle. There you go. Whoopsie. That's my...
Okay, it's in position. Still having trouble with these damn loading controls. Isaac, restore gravity to the room. I should be able to load the marker then.
Yep. On it. Okay. I think this is the last time we're gonna be doing anti-gravity in this game, in this part of the game. Like after that, everything is pretty much like it's not really. We're not gonna get another anti-gravity segment.
Exiting zero gravity. Loading cargo shipment 782.
It's on board. Please come and join me. Together we can stop this hive mind. We can end this nightmare at last.
Right. Skill. Kind can't get the mark on board until I restore gravity to the hangar bay. Yeah, we already did that. Markers on board. Now we can finally get off this ship. Yep. Let's get the hell out of here. Right. Everything has gone smooth sailing. Easy. There's Dr. Kine. Alright, let's get the hell out of here.
Over here! Hurry! There's no time to waste, we must do it!
What?
Wait! Amelia! Where are you going?
What the? Who's in the shuttle already? The heck?
Sorry, Isaac. I couldn't let him go through with it. I suppose I should thank you for finding the marker. We even managed without help from the USM Valor. Thank you for helping me find it, by the way. My department's been looking for this place for a long time. See what Kine didn't know was? It was the government's mess to begin with. This whole planet is one big experiment. The marker? This divine relic? Made by man. They reverse engineered it a couple of 100 years ago from the real marker, a true alien artifact recovered on Earth. They dug it up, studied it, and they made it their own. Then they brought it to Aegis 7 and activated it. And you've seen the result. The stuff of nightmares. They sealed the system, and no one would have been the wiser. But then the CEC blunders in and starts tearing the planet apart. The experiment was still alive. Kine was right about the hive mind. The marker would contain it, but that doesn't matter now, does it? I have the marker, and this entire system can go to hell. For what it's worth, you did a great job, Isaac. See you around. Or maybe not.
Yep.
Isaac, Nicole, I need you to help me. Help us. Now. I'm in the flight control room. Please, Isaac, hurry. Please. I love you.
Yep, so surprise, surprise. Big twist. So the real sus around was actually Kendra all along. Like, she's pretty much the explanation of how the Valor is even here in the first place. She was actually an EarthGov agent. An undercover EarthGov agent who pretty much went undercover in the repair team. And she pretty much used everyone. And remember, like, she was gaslighting Heyman just to cause a distrust in the team. And of course, it pretty much removes Isaac's suspicions on Kendra. She left Isaac to die though? Yeah, that's a pretty mean move to do. Oh, Dr. Kine. I'm so sorry that happened to you that way. Well... She won't turn. She would want that. Where's she going? She is pretty much running away, and she left us for dead. So yeah, she's quite a homie. Kendra's quite a homie. Oh yeah, let me look through my journal. Nicole's alive. I don't know how she tracked me here, and I don't care. Kendra betrayed me. This whole time. She was some kind of covert agent. She murdered Kine and taken the marker and shuttle. If Nicole can help me get the marker back, I still might be able to end this nightmare. Yep, Nicole's here. So let's go help our girl. Especially, we're even supposed to save her. So, right on cue, Nicole's here with us. And yeah, surprisingly, she managed to survive this whole ordeal despite the entirety of this chaos and danger. Oh, there's one here. There's a gatekeeper beyond this door. I feel it. Alright. Yeah, that I would like to die with all of my body pieces ripped. Yeah, like that's pretty much just a way to save you from getting turned into a necromorph, because you can't turn. Necromorphs cannot be turned without any with limbs. Well, wait, how did she sneak into the shuttle? It's either that, or maybe Dr. Kine saw her, and then he let her in, like, he thought that she was a friend. Of course, you all know how that turned out.
Isaac? Is that really you? I never thought we'd be together again. God, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry for what I did. I never wanted to hurt you. You need to get it back now, Isaac. You can pilot the shuttle remotely from here. Make us whole again. Make us whole again.
Right. So at least there's a way to get the shuttle back. Let's see what we have here. Diamond, conductor. Yeah, emergency. Yeah, we have the emergency shuttle recall, so we're gonna literally drag Kendra back here. I can override Kendra's control of the shuttle from here and bring the shuttle back. Yep, we're pretty much gonna drag her ass back into the Ishimura. Like, you ain't leaving us behind, girl.
Isaac, what the hell are you doing? You're making a big mistake. This is not over.
Escape pod away, crew shuttle USG-09. Repeat. Shuttle has ejected escape pod.
It doesn't matter. If she can't escape her fate, none of us can. Here it comes. I'll reprogram the shuttle so we can fly down to the colony. God, we're so close, Isaac. Now go! Get on the shuttle. I'll meet you there.
Right. Go. Fly the shuttle to the colony. Nicole is completely driven to return the marker to the colony. If you can continue with Kind's plan and use it to trap the hive mind, we just might be able to survive this together. Yep. Glad that Nicole's with us. Imagine shooting Nicole right now. Oh god. I don't think it's actually possible to do that when you're with any other living NPC. Yeah, there's still chapter 12. But hey, we're pretty much nearing the end. We're at the finale. We're in the end game now. Right, let's go. Hurry up with the shuttle. Oh, okay. Oh, wrong guy. Just for good measure. Isaac hasn't eaten or slept yet. I mean, the entirety of the events of this game happened in one day, so I wouldn't exactly say that I mean, I guess if he had not found any full rest at all, but I mean, can you easily rest in the Ishimura? I guess if you need to find a really safe spot to rest, the closest it'll be is just find a very small room without any vents at all, because you do not want to be staying in a room with vents, because that's how they enter. Otherwise, if there aren't any vents in the room, as long as there aren't any vents, then you should be safe. Yeah, this whole ordeal happened in one day, dude. Like, I cannot imagine someone surviving this whole thing in an entire day. Right, let's go board the shuttle.
You're doing the right thing, Isaac. We're together now. The way it always should have been. I knew you'd come back for me. Nothing can stop us now.
Alternate solutions. Right, that's it for chapter 11. Dead Space. That's the name of the last chapter. It's literally the name of the game, Dead Space. Okay, so now we're on the planet itself. Also, BRB, I need to use the toilet. Just gonna use the toilet for now. Oh wait, Isaac B, like there was this one day of my life where I had to go and fix up a ship, but instead there was a cult thing going on, and my friend died, and the other was an undercover agent. Found out my girlfriend wasn't there, and my new priority is a marker. Yeah. I gotta say, Isaac has quite a good mental resilience. You gotta commend him though. I wish we all have his mental resilience. We all need that. Right. Now, excuse me. I'm just gonna use the bathroom real quick. BRB. Right. That didn't take too long. Alright, let's get out.
Isaac, use one of the loaders to get the marker off the shuttle.
Alright. I need a mobile loading platform to move the marker. There should be one attached to the track somewhere around here. Then, I'll have to drag the marker through the colony. The door to the supply depot is offline. I need to find a power cell to get it working again. Alright, let's go move this. So, pretty much, this entire mission is just gonna be escorting a payload type of deal. She ain't doing anything. Well, I mean, if she does have kinesis, she probably would have been helping us. And she's only a medical officer. It's not like she knows the cargo equipment's here. It's like this, right? Okay, activate the loader. Yeah, Nicole was saying was only a senior medical officer, so she wouldn't really... Like, even if she wanted to, there's not much she can do at the moment. Alright, let's move this marker. And we need to put a power cell. Yeah, this is actually pretty small. This place is pretty small. We do still need to find a power cell for the door. Let's have a power cell. Also, just to get some ammo and resources. Not much to see here. Oh yeah, did I get all of the... I hope I did, right? Okay, good, I did. Good to know. Some of them still lack... Like, I may have missed like a good bunch of stuff here. It's a shame. Well... Okay, then... around here. Oh goodness, what's a body? Man. Yeah, it didn't really affect her. I tried. Look at the yummy man-made hard candy alien artifact. I mean, it is indeed an alien artifact. Also, it already has been revealed that this particular marker, the one we have here, the red one, is actually man-made. This isn't the, like, the legit marker. This is man-made. It's just a... It's basically a... It's just a replica. It's not the real marker. Kendra pretty much revealed everything about this whole place. It's the reason why Aegis 7 is pretty much a restricted area. Cause, you know...
Isaac, the marker needs to be returned to the pedestal chamber. Use the loader to bring it there and place it on the pedestal. Replace what was taken, and make us whole again.
Yeah, Nicole will be alright. Oh. Yep, there's an infector. It's just chilling here, looking at us menacingly. And it looks like... Yeah, we're gonna have to bust these corpses because once we... There's a power cell there, but the infector is right here. What happened to the real marker? Well, it's a mystery, but it does exist. Bro, she's made of metal? I mean, given that we're wearing a very heavy and durable suit, I wouldn't be surprised if Nicole's wearing something like that. Kendra said it's an experiment. It is indeed. It's an experiment. It was a government experiment. Not something too far off, in fact. Bruh, she be saying make us whole again. I mean, she and Isaac are a couple, so why would they want to be whole again? Like, they're together again. Looking at Isaac menacingly. Yeah. It's just looking at us menacingly. Yep. Well, yeah, the power cell is right in the other room, but there's an infector. And it's just literally chilling here. So, if we are to ensure that we won't be doing much trouble, we are gonna destroy each and every one of these corpses, because we can't allow that. Sir, this is mercy. Any other corpses? Also, I do remember I do have a diamond conductor, so I'm gonna have to sell that. Okay, right. I have an extra line rack. And then maybe I could buy a good bunch of power nodes. I think they should be good. Also, actually knowing where I'm gonna go through. Actually, you know what? I'm fine with what I have right now. Just need to upgrade a bunch of stuff. Start with this, more damage. Maybe update my rig to have full health already. There, now I reach maximum health. Does the experiment have to do with the cult of unitology, or did the experiment made up the cult of unitology? This is actually on EarthGov. EarthGov is the one who's doing the experiment. Just to clarify, Kendra is not a unitologist, she's an EarthGov agent. Actually, the fact Kendra's actions as well as her affiliation should be a hint about the whole ordeal regarding Dead Space. The saying that the goals of EarthGov and the Church of Unitology are actually very similar. They want to use the power of the marker. One, of course, they have different motives, but they do want the same thing. One is basically a fanatic wanting to, of course, enlightenment and immortality, a better human life, and the other is just simply, you know, government stuff, wants powers or anything. That's basically the whole ordeal. Okay, then I'm gonna... Do I... Whatever. Then... At least for more damage for the contact beam. That's for this. I guess I could use some more damage. How many creds I have left? $38. Then I guess for now I can hang on. Alright, that out of the way. It was never kinda like the government kinda knew that the Ishimura was going to go to Aegis 7. They just the only time they like get really involved. The only time they really got involved is when they were gonna extract. They want to extract the marker, since the marker is in the Ishimura. So yeah, it's just a, and it's basically a replica. The marker is the replica. The marker in Aegis 7 is a replica, and it's actually made by EarthGov. The Aegis 7 marker is made by EarthGov. It's not made by unitologists. Oh wait, did I save it in the right spot? Has to be right. Yeah, it should be. So yeah, the replica is made by the government, and they just simply dumped it in G7 and then leave it be. And of course, Ishimura, and in fact, the unitologist. Here's the thing, though: the unitologist is the Church of Unitology is everywhere, so the cult has a really big influence and a following that they can be practically anywhere. So it's no surprise. It would make sense that there would be a unitologist hiding in EarthGov, or even in CEC. In fact, just if you remember correctly, if you look through the text logs, there's been a good most of the flight crew, like the ones who were in charge of the ship, like the captain, they were unitologists. They pretty much knew that. They knew about this whole thing. They knew the risk. There were rest, like the med officers, the other CEC crew, like the miners and the engineers. Majority of them, they had no idea what they ended up going into. It was for them. It was really supposed to be just another routine mining mission, especially in the grandiose Ishimura, because the Ishimura was the first planet cracker. And if I remember correctly, the Aegis 7 mission was supposed to be the last mission. It was supposed to be its last run for the Ishimura before I think they were gonna decommission it or something. Yeah, that's how we got here. Only unitologists, like, they knew about the unitologists. They knew about the experiment. Well, only EarthGov knows about the experiment. The rest they don't know. For unitologists, they just thought they only thought they found a treasure, and that's it. They're not the ones who know about the experiment. It's just EarthGov. The ones who were running the ship, like as I said, like the captain, they're just simply trying to fetch the marker. They're basically like unearthing a treasure, and that's it. But they have it for the experiment part. That's on EarthGov, right? So hope that explains a good bunch of the story. Now let's go get that power cell, but there's an infector. Oh, 2 infectors! Ah! It leaked onto me! Yeah, pull out appendage. Ow! goodness, there's another one! Well, too bad, he ain't letting me infect any more dead bodies. So wait, there were actually 2 infectors. They were just pretty much pissed that I destroyed all of the corpses for them to breed. But yeah, these are, I gotta say, this is one of the most satisfying necromorph kills Isaac can go for. Alright, so now that we got everything out of the way, go get the... well, that's blue. Okay, finally got the power cell. I want to check in here first though. Oh, good lord. Hanging dead bodies. Oh what? Dear God, keep us safe from monsters. Well, if only you were indeed kept safe from the monsters. Oh good lord. Dear Dad, these are things I will never tell you, but if I die, you ought to know. Damn. I am in love with Joey. And I don't know what to do with his body. Yeah, I think that's about right. Yeah, just to save everyone from being turned into a necromorph. Audio log.
This is Sergeant Newman, PSEC. We've lost all the shuttles. One of them just took off and came straight back down and crashed into the bay. Took a couple of 100 people and all the remaining shuttles with it. If anyone can hear this, do not land. Do not land.
Wow. Yep. A lot of chaos was happening here in the colony, so everything was straight up hell in HE7. Isaac feel like I've just walked into a government experiment. Yep, so that's what happened with Isaac. In fact, once you continue on with Dead Space 2, you'll see just how messed up Isaac has went through. Their foreheads? Yeah. If you're gonna ask me if there might be any unitologists who thought it was good to actually do this, it won't be far off. I mean, it can't just be Mercer. He's one of these very devoted unitologists. Well, of course, there's some like Kind who actually defected from the unitologists. Do I have any... oh, just one power node, it's fine. And I need to sell this gold conductor first, then we'll yeah. Do not land where? It's literally the landing pad. I mean, like, with all the chaos happening, I can see why... oh wait, this is not where I want to go. I want to go to the safe station. It's the landing pad here. Understandable because of all the chaos, so... best to not land at all. Just stay out here. And of course, they probably thought that the Ishimura was pretty much safe. Like, as long as they stay in the Ishimura, it should be fine. Of course, you all know how that turned out. goodness. The how the dead bodies turn into the infectors? I gotta say, like, the only legit resemblance I could see is really the hands. You could really see the hands, and then you could see the bones. Those are pretty much it. Like, there's not much trace of their human parts of the body. Right. So some people did escape. Yep. Some were lucky, although it was far from over. Oh goodness! How did you get? Stay okay. Yeah, just. Yeah, like, I'm just gonna keep hitting him with this. How did you get here? How did I miss? It's the Slenderman? Yeah. The Slenderman came out of nowhere. And I don't know where Nicole is. I hope she's alright, because the moment we got out, we pretty much can't find Nicole, and all we saw is the freaking Slenderman Necromorph. Do be like that, man. Okay, let's move this. Get this done. Alright. Time to move the payload. Alright, I forgot to put this in here. Okay, whoa. Isaac got electrocuted there. Whoops. Alright. Nicole said something about a pedestal chamber. I need to bring the marker there and plug it back into the pedestal somehow. According to Dr. Kine, that should trap the hive mind back into the core of the planet. Kendra has said that the marker was responsible for starting the necromorph infection. Somehow it must have the power to also contain the creatures. Yep, these are pretty much the known facts regarding the marker. Alright. Actually, we could go either pathway. Where to go from here? You know what? I'll go with the left path. Start with the left path here. Lock the shutter. Oh my God. Well, even the colony has seen better days. These that organic stuff. Oh, how lovely.
Fire bombs detected in the area. Security has been notified.
How lovely. Oh god, how many more? Are we still on goddamn quarantine? Cause so, come on. Can't be real. Theo wants that yummy marker. I mean, you're not entirely wrong. Alright, Isaac, don't worry. You're alright. Goodness sake, is the quarantine still going on? I thought I just... Man... This... Yeah, this needs to be reloaded. Goodness, why is it still going on? Owl cave! Owl cave! It's hugging on me! Ow! Pick that thing out. How is there still a quarantine going on? Like, I'm so confused. Why is there still quarantine? Wait, there COVID? Come on. Please, come on. Finally! Can't believe it took that long. Yeah, I can't believe it took that long, like, jeez. Why is there still a quarantine? Okay. Good thing I still have a power knob on me. Retreat. Did I reload my... Oh, it happened. Okay, then I'm gonna focus on my first one. It has more stacks than most of the other weapons. Okay, let's go to the next part. Trick or treat, man. After all, it's Halloween. Oh, I hear a gatekeeper. I recognize that sound somewhere.
Isaac, you're almost there. You'll have to restore power to the bridges to move the marker through this area. Look for a control station at the end of the maintenance tube.
Yep, there's two gatekeepers. Goodness, that's a lot of pods. They're annoying. Ow! I think I shot the grenade too near. You're still alive. I'm whipping, what am I doing? Oh god, I whipped a lot. Okay, so yeah, it just so happens that our next objective is it's been guarded by two gatekeepers. The ultimate candy is the marker. You're not wrong. I mean, otherwise, will there be necromorphs coming in for that yummy marker, as you said? I don't know where Nicole went, but she said I need to restore power to those bridges. There's a zero-G maintenance tube nearby that should have a power grid inside. Yep. Just where we're exactly going. Need to sell a bunch of stuff here, and I have a line rack. What's it doing there? Which necromorph is the worst to become after death, in your opinion? Oh god, I'll be honest. Turning into a necromorph is a very gruesome thing. Like, you thought just regular ass zombies it's not something you want to turn into? but it's just you having different color eyes, drooling blood, and paler skin, or whatever skin tone they go for. Necromorphs, the way you transform, it's gruesome. Even if it's just a regular necromorph. If you look at if you just look at the anatomy of a regular necromorph, his insides are out. Like, his or her insides, like the intestines, for example, the stomach and all that, it's exposed. Like, you could see literally the digestive system of the human body, and the jaw, like, I think half of the jaw is gone, if I remember seeing one right. And then your bones get turned, like, they get crushed and metamorphed into sharp claws. These are, I will say, like, even just turning to a regular necromorph, it's gruesome. It doesn't matter what form of necromorph you'll turn to, it's just gruesome. That's what makes the necromorph so memorable in this game. Like, it's what makes it stand out. Like, that's why necromorphs are one of the most standout zombie types out there. They're just roaming empty shells. Exactly. Like, the person inside the dead body is already gone. Like, once that person is dead, he's completely dead. And when they transform to necromorph, that said person is not there anymore. It doesn't matter. He's already gone. He or she. And yeah, the process is bad. It's actually very, like, at least though, anyone that's already dead, at least they won't have to see themselves, like, sentiently get turned into a necromorph. Then again, though, it's still they really don't deserve to be transformed like this. Jeez, if you thought that everything about the Ishimura is the most tragic, wait till you see Dead Space 2. Like, the Ishimura is already tragic. So yeah, also, if I were to personally say which one is worse, goodness, they're all too gruesome. Honestly, actually, the gatekeepers are the ones that are the most gruesome. Because, here's the thing, if you hear the screams of the gatekeepers, they sound like the way the scream sounds of these gatekeepers is very brutal, because it sounds like the human part of the gatekeepers is still there. Like, that person is still in there, and the way he's screaming is almost as if he's in pain. Like, the way he's screaming is like he's in actual pain. Yeah, I would say, like, the screams of the gatekeepers is really brutal, and you can tell they're really much are in pain. Especially, like, they're also pooping these weird pods. So, yeah, if I were to personally pick, it'll definitely be these. No one, being hugged, it melded into the wall, and then you end up pretty much pooping pods while you're screaming in pain because of the pain that you're going through. Yeah, their voice is still there. Like, it's almost as if the person is still there and is alive, just he's completely transformed. And you can't really recognize any human features in him or her. Like, you could barely see the hands, and the only legit remaining part of the human part of this particular necromorph is literally the head. Everything else up. It's just completely alien. It's not human. Yeah, like,
Entering zero gravity.
I can't imagine how painful it is. I definitely would not wish for anyone to transform into these, but, well, I would not wish for anyone to transform into a necromorph. Okay, so right now we are going through... It's an air vent, right? Oh, it's a gravity tube. What was the objective again? Ah, right. Restore power to the bridges. That's what we're doing right now. There's another bunch of enemies. Oh, it's a lurker. Man. Contact energy. It's like we'll have to jump here. Okay, restore power. Then, okay, let's go down. Oh yeah, I gotta be careful when you're going back out because... Yeah, the vent is spinning. Good thing we can just use stasis on it. Oh. I can tell there's another necromorph here. Ah. Ah, you said no zero gravity. Yeah, I forgot. This also has zero gravity, so maybe called it out too soon. I'm sorry, Night Cherry. It will be interesting to see his character before entering the Ishimura, because in Dead Space 2, he's kind of more angry or something. Kinda, like, he's of course, you can really see more of his character once you reach Dead Space 2, but I will say his character is very different from like pre Ishimura. Like, of course, the reason why Isaac is angry because he's already went through a lot. But of course, I can tell you he wasn't really like that. He's not really like the kind of person who's very angsty and all. He's really just a normal dude he's just an engineer, man. He's just an engineer wanting to do his job, just wanting to live his life. He has a girlfriend and all. He's just unfortunately pulled into this whole mess. And yeah, who wouldn't be angry about all of this? Okay, now that we restored power to the bridges again, now we can continue moving the marker. Oh, great. Hello.
Exiting zero gravity.
Damn, look at this. Look at that face. Wow, okay, right. It's literally vomiting. I forgot that it does that. Ow! I will say that face, and yeah, I got hurt for game 2, so it's just looking at it, just giving you a up close look of this particular necromorph. And it's dead. Man. Yeah, it's just completely destroying him. Yeah, dude, he's just an engineer. He does not deserve to go through all of this. Oh yeah, I forgot to mention, like, remember, like, that's supposed to be the infant stage, so pretty much, if you piece together that and the two gatekeepers there, you would know why I would see that being the most gruesome, personally, for me. Like, seriously, the entire, his lower half is gone, and his entire torso is obliterated, like it's ripped open. And of course, all that's coming out are the tendrils. It also doesn't help that his body's already getting melded into the organic corruption. Of course, it can't harm us at all. Well, I stand corrected. You don't want to get too close. Usually they don't usually attack at all. But of course, we get too close because these are the same tendrils that will cut your head off. So if you're not careful, you could take damage. You can see here. Yeah, like, at least it's very minimal, according to my rig health. So you're not, but of course, imagine dying to that. That's, you got to really be bad in this game to die to a very infant gatekeeper. seriously, look at how many hits it's gonna take for me to reach red. That's literally sad to look at. Yeah. So yeah, it's gonna take a while for me to really reach that health. Okay, I know this is a very subtle, small detail, but I do like how Isaac, like, if he's super low health, he's gonna look very exhausted. Like, you could tell he's starting to get really weak. Like, you could tell, like, his body's shaking now. Alright, let's kill this mob. But yeah, the infant stage is very sad. Because you could this is the last phase of their humanity. So the bacterial infections prefers human hosts. Kinda. I mean, that's how it works when turning necromorphs. So yeah, now that I got full health, Isaac's fully healed, he's alright now, he's chilling. I do like how they do the idle animations for Isaac. Okay, let's go to the shop. Got a good bunch in my inventory. Let's see, where's the... That's... Okay, Spear, I thought I had a... Oh, whatever. I could buy some more power nods. There we go. 3 power... How many power nods did I get? Okay, I got 4, so it should be fine. Right, let's go move this marker out here. We should be done with this area. Also, is there anything in this area that I should look around? Alright, there's none. We're actually close, so... refill the stasis module. Right, we're done with this area. One more, and we should be near the pedestal. Okay, there's definitely might be another raid. Well, at least so far there hasn't been any raid, but I'm pretty... I really don't like this. Oh god. Okay, that I do wonder how is it that this guy is kind of like skinned alive. I can't find any traces of clothing, but what can I do about it? Like, this guy is actually looks like he's naked. He just so can't really tell since he's corpse obliterated. Just to save the pain. Yeah, you heard that too, right? The noise? It's pretty unsettling. I'm not gonna lie. I will not lie. I'm getting very... This place... Like, even if I'm not in Ishimura, somehow this place is still getting to me. Goes to show that all of this is happening is not just on H7, but here. Okay, we're almost there. Yeah, all of that organic stuff is there. Alright, let's go move this. Lot of force gun ammo. I have more force gun ammo stacks. The excavation site. Yep, we're here. Whoa. You saw that, right? That was huge. Oh, I don't think that's how it works exactly, because the process of turning is like this. You have to be dead. It's not like the other zombie. It's not like the... What the? Where did that come from? What the heck? Ow. I'm sorry. I was in the middle of talking. You gotta be kidding me. I'm in the middle of talking. That's just rude. Ow. Ow, ow, okay. That's just straight up rude, man. Kick that thing out of here. Okay, need to pause right there. I was in the middle of talking. This is the planet, so I think not exactly, but it is the creature living within that planet. What was I saying? Yeah, that's not how necromorph infection work. Like, you don't need vaccination for that. You just don't get killed and just hope that there isn't an infector looking around your corpse, because if there is, that's one of the ways you'll turn into a necromorph. There's no... You don't need a vaccination. You just shouldn't be get killed and be turned by any infector. necromorphs are only. It's not like one of the usual like current zombie infections where you get turned if you get bitten by one. Like if you get bitten and then the saliva or whatever infects your wound, and then the infection spreads and you turn. It's not like that. You literally have to die first, and then you'll have an infector inject whatever bacteria or something that will turn you into the necromorphs. What if you die of old age? Well, that will be unfortunate then. Like that's kind of like that's pretty much always been. It has to be a dead corpse. If it's a as long as start and if you get turned to a corpse, like if you're dead, best case scenario, just cut off every limb, all of your limbs, because necromorphs cannot be turned if they don't have limbs. That's why, as you saw, when I destroyed all the corpses earlier, when I was gonna open the door with the two infectors, they didn't do. They ended up straight up attacking me because there's no corpse to turn into a necromorph. So they have no other choice but to just simply attack me. Especially if they do kill me, that's when they'll turn me into a necromorph. So in this universe, if you're to like not get turned to a necromorph, you need to be amputated. Basically, yeah. Oh yeah, that is how Isaac is angry. Yeah, I mean, I'd be pissed if I get interrupted while I'm chatting with my viewers. Deadpool and She-Hulk would understand. Like, imagine just, like, I'm sure Deadpool and She-Hulk will understand if they're talking to their viewers while fourth wall breaking. Imagine doing that, and then they're just gonna be straight up pissed. It's either if you're Deadpool, you're just gonna... Okay, seriously. If it's Deadpool, he'd be like definitely be complaining right now and straight up brutalizing whoever was interrupting him. Or She-Hulk's just gonna break the game and skip to the ending. Oh god, how many more are there? Oh, come on. I am hurt so badly. Oh, come on. Okay. Just... Ow! Ow, 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 my cave! I swear, there are more tentacles here. Gravity tether status. What's holding? Well, activate the loader. Should be able to place it back to its pedestal.
Thank you, Isaac. I always believed in you. I knew you'd return to me. We are whole again, Isaac. We are whole.
What the heck? Nicole?
Emergency. Geo-orbital gravity tethers offline. Tectonic load released. Impact imminent. Evacuate this area immediately.
Oh, looks like the marker destroyed the gravity tether. Yep, if I'm right. Oh, so that's the one that's holding its place. Like, this is the one. Okay, yeah, this thing's gonna go crashing down into this planet. So basically, this huge chunk of rock is gonna come, falling straight back down. Like, you see this hole there? It's gonna fall right back down here, and it's definitely gonna be a destruction. What's the point of holding up the rock, though? It's a mining colony, remember? It would be cool to see Isaac saying, how are you to the player while breaking a force wall. That depends on certain characters. I would find it too weird for Isaac to be breaking fourth walls. I'm just saying that if this were Shioken, Shioken definitely would understand. Imagine being interrupted while talking. Alright. Let's get out of here. What?
Decontamination cycle activated.
Oh, decontamination.
Isaac, you really didn't think I was just gonna walk away, did you? I can't do that. Marker's coming with me. It's a shame. I'm starting to like you. Even if you are insane. What, you don't believe me? Take a look at yourself. Better yet, take a look at the video from Nicole. And this time, watch it right to the end.
What?
Isaac, it's me. I wish I could talk to you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about everything. I wish I could just talk to someone. It's all falling apart here. I can't believe what's happening. It's strange. Such a little thing. In the end, it all comes down to this one little thing. I didn't want it to end like this.
What?
I really wanted to see you again. Just once. I loved you. I always loved you.
Oh god. Oh. Okay. Oh no.
See? You're insane. Just like Kai, just like the captain. Nicole has been dead this whole time. Whatever you were seeing was caused by that. You are its pawn. But don't worry. It will be in good hands now. Far away from this damn place. Goodbye, Isaac.
Yep, big twist. So, yeah. This whole time since the beginning, this whole time, Nicole's been dead. So, yeah. Everything that Isaac went through was all for naught, because even before they arrived in the Ishimura, Nicole's already dead. So, cause she straight up committed suicide. So, yeah. That's the big twist here in this game. Nicole's dead. This whole time. And this whole time, like Kendra was saying, was true. Isaac was... Also, why is there no music? I know there's music playing that time. So I'm actually surprised there weren't any music. Oh well. But yeah, Nicole's dead, and Isaac has been hallucinating this whole time. Kendrick, right? Am I losing my mind? Nicole was dead this entire time. A hallucination created by the marker. This whole time, it was the marker pushing me to return it to the planet. It's sentient, alive in some way. And now Kendra has it again. I've got to get back to the shuttle and get off the planet before the chunk smashes into it. Yep, so pretty much we have to hurry because that huge chunk is gonna come crashing back down. Yeah, there's supposed to be an emotional music that was playing. I'll show it to you like after this playthrough. Like there was supposed to be a music playing. Well, at least her dead corpse isn't moving, right? Actually, here's the worst. That's the worst part. We don't know what happened to her body. Like, we can only, like, it'll be very sad if it turned out that Nicole also got turned into a necromorph. That would be even more messed up. But the ambiguity of what happened to Nicole's body is actually straight up even tragic. Like, you don't even know where Nicole even killed herself. Yep. Remember, Nicole has been dead ever since right at the beginning of the game. If you remember the video, like, it's even more messed up. Kendra knew this whole time Nicole's dead. You could say that Kendra cut off the last part of the video just to hide the truth from Isaac. I gotta tell you, man, Kendra is in a whole other level of, you know, straight up jerk. You can say that she's basically a bitch. That's a whole other level of bitchery. You know what, let me fix the sound real quick. I feel like as soon as this back I said to surround. Maybe that's why. I'll set it to stereo. Okay, let's go. This is pretty much the end game now. completely innocent, man. Heyman's completely innocent here. He's just like Isaac, where he got unfortunately caught up with this entire mess. So yeah, it's not Heyman's fault, dude. He was literally doing his job. Same for Isaac. No, Heyman knows he had a girlfriend. In fact, he was so willing to help Isaac out to find his girlfriend. Remember, like, he really was offering Isaac. Alright, get out of here. Let's see here. No wonder Isaac is angry. Yeah, you could tell, like, yeah, actually, I'll show you there's also, like, after this, I'm gonna show you two things. The YouTube video, and then I'll boot up Dead Space 2 just to show you something. Well, it's more of a recap of the first game, just to run everything down that happened. Kendra did do nothing to help Heyman out. Yeah, like, actually, in fairness, her role was basically the man in the chair. Like, she was just basically the man in the chair out of the three of us in the group. And then, yeah, if you're wondering, like, how is it that Nicole was doing things, I mean, remember, this was a hallucination, and we're looking from Isaac's point of view. So you could say that this was Isaac doing the whole thing. He probably was in some kind of trance or something when those happened. Like, it could be a trance, it could be anything. Like, it's definitely Isaac doing whatever he's doing while he's hallucinating Nicole. So yeah, it'll make a lot more sense as to why you see how that Isaac is a lot more angry in Dead Space 2. I'll just have to show you.
Oh my god!
Well, that girl got what's coming to her. Save Kendra? Good. Why would I save Kendra who literally backstab everyone? No one likely backstab her. If anything, she got what's coming. If there's anyone who didn't deserve to get brutalized, it was Heyman. Yep. Final boss. Okay, I remember there's Oh no, Nicole saying make us whole again in the video, that's just ice, that's part of the hallucination. Oh boy. Okay, just to clarify, no, that wasn't Chandra playing the make us whole again video. That's literally Isaac hallucinating. Like, why do you think there's been a lot of monitors showing Nicole saying that? Like, it's very weird because they shouldn't be happening. It's just out of nowhere. Yeah, dude, he's been hallucinating for the most part of the game. So yeah, as you can see, we finally managed to escape, but... well... Isaac's so exhausted.
Isaac, it's me. I wish I could talk to you. I'm sorry.
Yeah. That was pretty somber. Oh boy. Yeah, and there's that. Oh boy. No, that was Nicole, and it was definitely a hallucination of Nicole, and that was definitely not a good one. Yeah, that was Nicole. And come on, Nightshare, you did see Kendra get brutalized there, right? There's no way. So yeah. That completes it. Military suit unlocked. Backstory logs unlocked. 50k creds, 10 talent that's awarded. I already have impossible mode. Save your game and load it again to play another round with all of your equipment. Yeah, hang on. I think I'm gonna... Yeah, I'll just put it here. Oh yeah, let me... I think best I could do right now is... I remember that you could play impossible mode just by... playing it here. I hope it means I have access to impossible mode. And actually, another part I could do, I also realized that this is also where the military suit is actually the last suit you get in this game, if I remember correctly. So before I switch things off, I'm gonna be doing a few bits of things before I leave this game. Of course Nicole's gone. That was Nicole. You don't believe me? Oh well, I have to go through the entirety of this all over again, but it's only to show you some of the rest of things, like the suit, basically, for example.
Isaac,
that's the part.
it's me. I wish I could talk to you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about everything. I wish I could just talk to someone.
I'm not sure if you were here since at that very beginning, but this is how it went.
It's strange.
Remember, this is the exact same video. Just the ending got cut off.
How many times you watched that thing? Guess you really miss her.
Don't worry, we're almost there. You'll be able to look her up once we're on board. Sounds like you do have a lot of catching up to do.
Alright, everyone, we're here. Sinking our orbit now.
All this trouble over that chunk of rock.
Also, technically, you
Deep space
can't
mining
see
is a
Isaac's
lucrative business, Miss
face.
Daniels.
I'm not sure if you're able to
Aegis
see it,
7
but
is a
you
gold
could
mine
actually see
according to
Isaac's
prospectors'
face
reports.
at the start
Cobalt,
of the game.
silicon,
I'll show you
osmium.
how.
Now, where is she? There she is. We have visual contact.
So that's Ishimura. Impressive.
The USG Ishimura. Biggest planet cracker in her class. And it looks like they already popped the cork.
Why is it all dark? I don't see any running lights.
Corporal, take us in closer and hail
Yeah.
them.
Well, I wish I could
And
skip
stay
this
clear
whole
of that debris
intro,
field.
but
We're here to
it's
fix their
part
ship,
of the whole
not the other way around.
experience. But
USG
yeah,
Ishimura,
only
this is the emergency maintenance team
starting
of
a
the
new
USG
game just to show
Kellion
you
responding to
some
your distress
bits,
call.
you know.
Come in, Ishimura.
You're gonna need to boost the signal if their power's low.
Yes, we know. Boost the signal. More.
Damn, I gotta go all the way to the store.
Never heard of a total
which is
communications
gonna take a
blackout on one
while.
of these things. You'd think with 1,000 people on board, someone would pick up the phone.
Oh well. I could try to speedrun this whole chapter
What
until
is
we
that?
reach the
It's a busted array like we thought.
store.
Sounds like they're having problems with their encoder. You get us down there and Isaac and I can fix it. 48 hours max.
Alright, you heard the lady. Take us in. Let's see what needs fixing.
Gravity tethers engaged. Automatic docking procedures a go.
What the hell?
Sir, the auto dock.
What is it?
We're off track. We're gonna hit the hull.
Hit the blast shields! That guidance tether's damaged. Switch to manual, now!
Inside the magnetic field? Are you insane? Abort!
Never
No!
literally played
We
the
can
one
make
on
it
small,
inside.
but
Corporal,
yeah.
gave you an order.
Field's too strong.
Is
Yeah,
everyone okay?
there.
What?
That's how you could
What
see
the hell
Isaac's
were you
face at the
thinking? Were you
beginning.
trying to get us
You could just
killed?
turn the camera.
I just saved our asses, Miss Daniels. If we had aborted at that speed and distance, we'd have smashed right into the side of the Ishimura. Now settle down, let's get to work. Corporal, report.
I'm not getting any readings from the port booster, and we've lost comms and autopilots. It'll take some time to fix.
Alright, let's get some extra hands from flight deck to help out.
Hold still, Isaac. I'm syncing up everyone's rig with the ship. Okay, we're done.
This is
Clean bill of health
basically
for
a
everyone.
new game plus, I will say,
Alright.
because
We've still got a
you
job
can
to
start
do.
a new
We're moving
game
out.
with all of your equipment, so you can see, like, I have my current suit as well as my updated rigs. All of it's here.
Use Rust to move quickly.
Damn, I wish I could just shoot you right now, Kendra.
You didn't lose
See, you
power to the
can't
port
shoot-
booster.
Yeah, even if
You
I
lost
want
the
to,
port booster.
the game won't let me.
Unbelievable.
The game won't let you. I could just shoot her right now.
Welcome, CEC employees, to the USG Ishimura.
See, all
The
my equipment's are right
Ishimura was
here,
the first
and
Planet Cracker class
level
vessel,
6
and is now the
schematic.
oldest
This,
serving, with
now this is
62
still the military
years of
suit, the level
continuous
6 suit.
service. It holds the record for highest
Isaac,
number of
get over here and
planet
hack the door
cracks,
pad.
with 34 to date, and highest dead weight of refined product at 14
Yeah, I wish I could just-
kilograms and
I
counting.
even have my contact
Whether you
beam
be joining
with me
us
just
in
to
the
shoot you
Ishimura
right now.
or strengthening the extraction workforce on the continent, the captain and crew would like to welcome you.
But
and
this
we
game
hope
won't
your
let
stay
us.
is a pleasant one. Concordance Extraction Company, powering.
Yeah, I can't shoot her. I will say so. Kendra was coming up.
Seems like everyone was trying to pack in a hurry.
There should be a security detail in here.
Yeah? Well, there's not. There's nobody here. I can't pick up any broadcasts.
That security console is still live. Isaac, log in and see what you can find. Kendra, get that elevator back online.
Power's dead. I can't.
Then reroute the damn power! Look, if we all cooperate, we can figure this out a lot sooner. Let's get that computer display up, Isaac.
I mean, seriously. Actually, this should be one of the signs where Heyman isn't really the sus one here, because, I mean, he would have been collectively calm the whole time, and he would have actually just played nice with everyone. But instead, he literally lets out his frustration right now on Kendra. Like, Kendra is really... Man, Kendra, come on. We're trying to work here. Also, let's see if it actually... I hope this means this is impossible mode. It has to be. Let's see. It's not. Well. Yeah, whatever. Shame, I can't really do much. It would be nice to start impossible mode with all the equipment.
That doesn't look good. She's taken a lot of damage.
The tram system's offline. Getting around's gonna be difficult. The air seems to be flowing again. That's a start.
What the hell was that?
Automatic quarantine must have tripped when the filtration system restarted. Everybody relax.
Yeah, this is where
What was that? Did you...
Not sure.
The hell? I don't know. Something's in the room with us.
Jesus! Open fire! Open fire! Send up power! Send up!
Come on! Got it!
Isaac! Get the hell out of there!
The door's unlocked! Run!
Here goes Kendra. You can say this was a scripted event because we can't get the Kendra and Maywood, so we might as well just go to our way. Wow.
Run, Isaac! Get the hell out of there!
Yeah, shut up, kid, right? I'll see if it works. Dead girlfriend? Yep. limbs for you. Okay. Yeah, I'm just gonna go all the way here to show the... What is it? Oh yeah,
Collect and use health packs to replenish your health bar.
yes, game, I know. Said something about back. Unless it actually collected every... Yeah, I think it's basically every... Oh, never mind. Oh, I see what it means now. Because I don't think I recovered any other... Yeah, that all makes sense now. We'll read each of these later. After that, for now, I gotta get the military suit.
Isaac! Isaac! God, I can't believe you made it.
Isaac, we ran into more of them on the way over here. Are you okay?
More what? What the hell are those things? Is that the crew?
Keep your voice down.
Yeah, the
Whatever
shop
they are,
is all the
they're not
way
friendly,
there,
and
but
half
we
the
can't
doors
get
on this
there.
ship are locked because of the quarantine.
We need to fix
Now
this
we have
tram.
to get to the bridge.
Again.
First, we gotta repair the tram system.
You're crazy, Hammond. You're gonna get us all killed.
If you listen to me, I will get you out of here alive. Now what's wrong with the tram?
Damn, I got... Just gonna reach until this...
The data board is fried, but there should be a spare in the maintenance bay. There's also a broken tram blocking the tunnel that needs to be repaired. Damn it! Everything is on the other side of this quarantine. We can't reach it from here.
No, we can't. But you can. Isaac, if I can get to the bridge, I should be able to access the personnel files. You fix the tram, and I'll help you find Nicole.
Yeah, that's pretty much his first thing he had in mind. Like, he was more than willing to help Isaac find Nicole. He pretty much knows why Isaac's here. Oh yeah, I don't have kinesis. Yeah, let's just run.
Isaac, be careful. Shooting them in the body didn't seem to work. Go for the limbs. Dismember them. That should do the job.
By dismembering enemy limbs and doing extra damage.
Looks like that door is malfunctioning, Isaac. Try using the stasis module you just picked up.
Yeah, I got it. Shut up. I will say, this is... I remember this was a pretty good jump scare. Like... everything going dark.
Your stasis module should be able to help you with that arm mechanism.
Replacing damaged tram. Please stand by.
system. When we get the computer online, you'll be able to call the tram from the control room. Faster the better. I can hear something crawling around out there.
Listen up, car 8 is trashed. We managed to get it back to the repair depot, but now the autoloader was fried. I need a stasis module brought down here now. If we don't get this piece of shit off the track, it's gonna jam up the whole system.
Get me out of here.
Fan replacement complete.
Isaac, I've patched into the deck security system. It took some work, but I've got the door to the maintenance bay unlocked. The data board should be somewhere inside.
Then who is Isaac's new buddy? Here's the thing, Isaac's all alone now, so... Yep.
This is Benson, Tram Engineering. We think we figured it out. Smith killed one. Listen, forget about shooting him in the body. You gotta cut off the limbs. Grab a cutter, anything like that. Cut him apart!
Okay, where's the... There you go. Here's the thing, like,
Isaac,
after Dead Space 1...
It's Kendra.
Because of
it looks like the door to the storage room is locked. There should be a key somewhere in the maintenance bay.
Like, he got screwed over by both sides. He got screwed over by obviously the unitologist, and then Kendra backstabbed him because of her mission stuff. Like, it's the reason why the US Valor was actually nearby. It was too much of a coincidence. Way too much for them to be there. So like, by the next game, Isaac has trust issues. Also, if you're gonna tell me I'm gonna play Dead Space 2, like actually play when I boot it up, not exactly. But I would give you a glimpse of what it's like. Will I do another playthrough of Dead Space 2? Maybe at one point. However, this second stream playthrough I'm doing is just to celebrate the fact that we're finally getting the Dead Space remake, which of course is coming next month. Not next month. Next year, January. US Valor is Kendra's real friend. Actually, I don't think they're friends at all. They're just simply colleagues doing a mission. Remember, Kendra did say that they still managed to get things done even without the help of the Valor. So, yeah. Kendra gave no shit for the peeps in the Valor.
That's it, Isaac. Take the board back to tram control and slot it into the computer array. That should get the tram system back online.
because I still need to buy that military suit.
Computer now online. Shipwide tram system reinitialized. All trams now operational. Tram arriving at flight deck station. Quarantine lifted.
Right.
Alright, we're on board and heading to the bridge. Good work.
Strange. The quarantine just lifted.
Whatever was in the flight lounge must have left. That's lucky for us. Isaac, get back to the Kellion and prep it for launch. We'll find out what we can from the bridge and meet you there.
If we live that long, you're out of your league, Hammond. This is suicide. We're going to die
Your lack
out
of
here.
confidence in me is duly noted, Miss Daniels. But I have a mission to complete, and that's exactly what I am going to do, with or without you. Do we understand each other?
Just get us out of here alive.
Yeah, come on. Actually, this whole time, once you look at through the whole story, you'll see that Hammond has always been the good guy here. Otherwise, he wouldn't be coming up with these reactions that keeps either doubting or gaslighting. Like, he's really getting pissed off every time Kendra's whining. Or, like, straight up gaslighting. So, like, Hammond is the real homie here, out of us. I think I can go to the shop. Never mind, that door's locked.
Isaac, we made it to the bridge. It's a nightmare up here. No survivors. We're going to try to get to the command computer. Wish us luck.
It's locked. Guess we'll have to... Oh well, time to go to the... I sure hope we can... Surely it can escape, right?
Detected.
So yeah, if you weren't really here, Night Cherry, this is why you're escape, because the ship's too damaged. So we're stuck here now, we're trapped.
Collision detected in the main hangar bay. Emergency crews have been notified.
Shot to me.
What the hell is happening down there? What happened to the shuttle?
Those are at home. It's the only way off the ship.
Kendra.
No, Hammond! This changes everything!
Just let me think. Can you access the command computer?
It's no good. There's an executive lockdown of all primary systems. Without the captain's authorization, I can't access them.
Well, where's the captain?
Here he is. Captain Benjamin Matthias. Location? Med lab. Status? Deceased.
What? How?
I can't access that information. Find the captain and you'll find his rig. With his authorization codes, I can crack this computer wide open.
Damn it. Isaac, I'm sending the tram back to your location. Get to the medical deck and find that rig as fast as you can.
What was that?
And yeah, that's how they got separated. Kendra and Heyman were ambushed, and in the resulting ambush, they got separated. And that's how Kendra ended up becoming the man in the chair, while Heyman is out there, you know, fending for himself, just like Isaac. Right, finally, we reached the store. Level 6 suit, that's the military suit, and here's the last suit. Really? Fine, I'll sew whatever I have here. This, and I have a blind rack for some reason. I can sew that as well. I have 2 men here. 11. Okay. Yeah, it's that part. Okay, finally. This is the military suit, and I can... If I'm right, the military suit gives you a very strong armor. Because of course, the military suit. Armor is 20%, so of course the armor helps increase your durability, so you pretty much have... You will take less damage because of that. You'll take less damage because of the armor. Of course, you know, once... I wonder how much stronger is the armor, but this is... Right now, here's the... You'll see the design of the military suit. It's vastly different from the engineering suit that Isaac wears. It's a completely different suit. And voila! Actually, this is the same suit that the Valor soldiers were wearing. So now we're pretty much dressed in Valor. We're pretty much dressed up like the Valor soldiers that failed to kill the Necromorphs. Yep. So this is the military suit. It's pretty much the same look that the USS Valor soldiers were wearing. You can really tell from the design. And let's see, there's the armor. 30%, like obviously stronger. Okay, and then I remember there's a backlog. We weren't able to get any logs in the previous chapter 12, but I'm pretty sure that's because like there weren't any to find. Pedestal, restore power. This one?
Isaac, you're almost there. You'll have to restore power to the bridges to move the marker through this.
Okay, that one, I think anything that's the audio logs, that should be... Hang on. Right. Yeah, it's just from these text logs, you'll see. Right. Unitology exposed. Excerpt from the False Messiah, a book banned on Earth in most colonies. A religion is born. When Michael Altman went public with his research on the Black Marker, the world was teetering on the brink of self-destruction. Many people, myself included, felt civilization was at an end. We couldn't change the world by ourselves, and most of us didn't want to. What Altman offered us, this chance at a rebirth for humanity, was exactly what our hungry, empty souls were looking for. Practically overnight, our hope for humanity was renewed. Millions flocked to his conferences to hear him profess to know the way to a new beginning. We stared in awe at the evidence of the alien artifact that would change everything, and we did whatever he told us to. We rallied against the government, we joined together in congregations to share his word, and we prepared ourselves for the future he said was coming. Where were you when Michael Altman was assassinated by our government? It's the question of our generation, I suppose. It's certainly the day when everything changed for me, and the world. The martyring of the scientist turned savior Michael Altman begat fanatical zealots, and I was one of them. We birthed and maintained the tenements of our new religion, known now as the Church of Unitology. I was only a follower, but I was suddenly part of the biggest social movement in history. The riots that followed and the crippling of our government made us realize we finally had the power to change things. No one knows what is contained in the black marker. Some claim it contains a genetic string that grants immortality through gene therapy. Others say it contains the DNA of an alien life form. Even Altman confessed to not knowing exactly what it is for. The marker has been used to form the basic doctrines of the Church. As claimed in the popular book, death is only the beginning. Humans will learn that by death of their worldly spirit, they will be reborn in unity as a stronger, unending community. Unity is forever. Damn, that's a very long excerpt. Death is an important event in the journey of a unitologist and seen as a necessary step to being reborn. The body is considered holy, and it may not be cremated or be allowed to be decay in the ground. The bodies are given to the church for safekeeping. Where they are taken is unknown, but I have seen massive unitology compounds in all of the major settlements I have visited. Curious, I asked around. No one would tell me what was housed inside, but I uncovered the evidence of massive shipments of preservative chemicals being sent to the compounds on a regular basis. It was around this time that my superior, Paragon Fontenay, brought me in for my first soul cleansing. Despite the headaches and the nausea that continued to plague me, I managed to sneak into the shipyard. I had almost regained full function of my legs and was able to make it into what appeared to be the nerve center of the operation. What I had discovered were ships, massive ships, and lots of them. Stasis storage tubes lined each of the hundreds of exposed cargo bays. I couldn't see any of the bodies, but I knew what the tubes were for. What I couldn't figure out was why the church needed to transport so many suspended bodies in what looked like deep space vessels. Before I could investigate further, I was recaptured, and the real soul cleansings began. Yep, this is the dark things going on with the Church of Unitology. We would be able to explore more of that when you'd see Dead Space 2. Yeah, there's a lot more here. The USG Ishimura. God, this is going to be quite a... Okay, at least this is long. As many of our older readers may recall, resource management on Earth and on the colonies was not always as streamlined as it is today. There was a time when needs could barely be met by the now extinct resources of Earth, and the dwindling supplies of the colonies. Looking to the stars for additional resources is nothing new. but at the time only smaller ships were shock point able, and they were insufficient at keeping up with demand. Enter the Ishimura. The USG Ishimura, named after astrophysicist Hideki Ishimura, inventor of the shockpoint drive, was the first of the massive planet cracker ships. Built 62 years ago, she has a long and storied career. The Ishimura was the first vessel of her size to utilize the shockpoint drive for large-scale commercial deep space expeditions. At the time of her inception, the Ishimura was hailed as the savior of the Earth colonies. She was created to mine and melt down entire small planets and moons. She was also the first ship capable of the scan and catch technique for harvesting mineral-rich asteroids. Using huge gravity feathers, the Ishimura can lock onto asteroids and pull them inside the ship's massive collection base for smelting. At 62 years old, the Ishimura is still in remarkable shape. Much of the equipment has been upgraded over the years. Many spaces have been retrofitted to take advantage of modern advances in technology. Despite the long years of service, she is still the pride of the fleet and remains the largest planet cracker in the fleet. Whenever an important deep space mining project comes up and the Ishimura is available, she's the first ship to be called. It's ships like the Ishimura and the dedication of the men and women who crew her that help make the Concordance Extraction Company the trusted, dependable workhorse that is today. So yeah, that pretty much shows how the tragedy that is the Ishimura. Wait, you redeemed something for me? Hang on, sorry. What did you redeem for me? Oh damn, that was 6 minutes ago. Thanks for the stretch and PSI hydrate. I wasn't able to look through it. I was too busy reading through the text. Okay. Stretch and... Good hydrate. Thanks for the hydrate, man. Yeah, I was too busy delving into the Texas. You 3 hours now. Yeah, I mean, this is right now. The rest of the part right now is just dedicated to reading the Texas, and I'm gonna show you some bits before we end the stream. Okay, so if you could see, you saw what makes it so tragic about the Ishimura. It was, you could say it was their symbol of hope and it's basically their savior. And look where we are now. Background request to Zach Heyman, the captain, regarding background request. So yeah, now we get a good background of Isaac Clarke. For your request, here's what we could find on your hastily assembled crew. Isaac Clarke. Isaac was born to Paul and Octavia Clarke on Earth in the eastern seaboard region of the American Republic. Paul Clarke was an award-winning ship architect employed by the Galactic Union Marine Corporation. His record shows extended time off-world away from his family. When Isaac was born, Paul was given a temporary reassignment to an Earth-based GUMMC ship. Oh wait, that's the same corp, right? Earth-based GUMMC ship production facility. During the 4-year tour, Paul and Octavia raised Isaac together. When the tour was over, Paul shipped off for an extended off-road tour. Paul's influence on his son must have rubbed off. Records indicate Isaac pursued studies in mechanical and electrical engineering and achieved high honors. So yeah, Isaac took a lot from his dad. His dad is pretty much an engineer like Isaac himself. According to medical and psychiatric reports, Paul Clark's absence had a profound effect on Octavia. Unfortunately, goodness, Isaac had family issues. So yes, he had family issues, a kinda troubled life. She suffered from depression and personal anguish until doctors encouraged her to find fulfillment by working with charitable organizations. It is believed that this is how she ended up coming in contact with the Church of Unitology. So yep, his dad is too busy with his work as an engineer, and Isaac's mother is a unitologist. Woohoo! Her association with the church appears to have alleviated her mental condition. Cancellation of her therapy sessions corresponds to the local parish announcements of her initiation ceremony. At this point, records on her became somewhat scarce. There are indications that she sold off much of the family estate to finance her full membership in the church. So yeah, her mother literally sold everything just to join the Unitology, the Church of Unitology. Man, Isaac. So yeah, even before this whole game, Isaac's life has been pretty messed up. Isaac appears to have been selected to a prominent engineering school, but we've surmised that he was unable to afford the tuition, as records show that he instead attended a lesser-known school with the help of scholarships and financial assistance. Yeah, Isaac could have actually afforded a really good school. It's just his mother just gave up everything just to be a unitologist. So yeah. This woman is a unitologist? Yeah, she's a unitologist. She is literally a unitologist. Why are the women in this game like this? Yeah, it would be like that, man. The only good woman was Nicole, and Nicole's dead. And of course, by the end of the game, you can tell that Isaac's being haunted by hallucinations of Nicole because, of course, she's dead and he failed to save her. After graduating with high honors, Isaac enlisted in the Merchant Marines. He quickly gained a reputation for resourceful engineering solutions, and after 2 years was promoted to a higher profile position closer to the major shipping lanes. So yeah, you could say that Isaac has some kind of military background, but of course, you know, he's specifically more of an engineer. There are several inquiries about the location of his father that have been logged by his contacts at the GUMMC. Isaac appears to have been trying to reunite with him unsuccessfully for years. It's doubtful he's ever gotten far in his investigation, as Paul Clark's service record has been mysteriously classified by an executive order. So yeah, neglectful father and neglectful mother. Again, Isaac had it really hard. Octavia continues to be a contributing member of her church and has managed to purchase a vested level title. Isaac's career stagnates at this point. There are records that he cohabited with a medical officer named Nicole Brennan for a couple of years. Records indicate she moved out after receiving a promotion and is currently serving on the USG Ishimura. Hence, how we got here. That's how Isaac Clarke came to be on the Ishimura. And oh my goodness, this is so long. Now we're looking to the next, well, it's not long. It's actually pretty short. Kendra Daniels. I couldn't find anything on her in the time I had, but Darlton swears by her. She's on a mission with his recommendation. If he thinks she has the necessary skills, who am I to argue? Yeah, actually, this is another part where that pretty much adds the whole, you know, undercover agent with Kendra. Isaac had a whole background sent to Heyman. Meanwhile, Kendra is just, I don't know, but if she's good, whatever. What the hell? We just need to have a good ass crew for the repair mission. Let's just get Kendra in. It's just whatever. Let's just get Kendra in. We just need to get the job done. Yeah, Kendra killed herself. And yes, yeah, Nicole is still in the game, but well, she's a lot more. You'll see why she's in the game. But yeah, by that point, Nicole was dead. Yeah, Heyman truly knew Isaac because of the background request. He was able, again, Isaac and Heyman are the real victims here. These are the two real victims in this mission. Kendra was literally just an undercover agent. She's just playing along. Planetary mining. Goodness, it's so long. Yeah, I mean, honestly, the first two text logs, these were important. So, I don't know for everything else. Planetary mining, that's supposed to be basically the whole how planetary mining is done. Basically, it's just getting resources. Recombination study. What's this? Oh, it's the necromorph infection. Okay. Day 3 of quarantine for the former doctors Clifton and Hogan. The infection is spreading quickly through Dr. Clifton. Dr. Hogan appears unaffected this time. The chest of the corpse has started to expand, like it's taking a deep breath. Something appears to be happening under the surface of the skin. The body is convulsing, a yellowish, briny liquid bursts from the mouth accompanied by choking noises. There's a crunching noise as the throat bulges and the jaw collapses. The head is splitting apart, reforming now into what appears to be proboscis and fillers. The chest splits along the center now as the flesh stretches and expands outwards. The organs, bone and muscle, bend inwards. The eternal organs contort and reorganize themselves into an odd structure, central to which is a massive bladder. The bladder is filling with a liquid, some of which can be seen spilling from the proboscis. I can only assume the two are connected. So if this doesn't sound familiar to you, this is basically the description of a necromorph metamorphosis. Like, this is basically how a necromorph has come, like, is born. So, yeah, that's a very graphic description of the transformation. How many chapters are there in Dead Space 2? I know there are way more chapters in that game than in Dead Space 1, if I remember correctly. The legs are quivering as the flesh peels away and meshes with the flesh from the chest region. There is a sudden snap halfway through the process as one leg bends backwards. More quivering now, and the other leg has snapped at the knee. The changes appear to be slowing now. It starts to sit up. The body is convulsing. The legs flopping. It is trying to take its first step. Uneasy at first, but now it is adapting quickly. A half dozen steps, and it seems to be perfectly at home with the new contorted form. The spattering on the glass is making observation difficult. It appears that Dr. Hogan's legs are elongating, somehow flaying themselves and now twisting with a mixture of his own internal organs into a single appendage. Like some sort of tail. His face is contorted, his jaw clenching and unclenching, I mean. Several jaw-like appendages are emerging from his every widening mouth. His mouth no longer appears able to accommodate the change. His head is splitting. It seems bursting. Yeah, wait, hang on. Okay, so the first description was describing Dr. Clifton. That's the normal necromorph. Dr. Hogan's, on the other hand, well, his is actually very gruesome as well. So if I get this right, Dr. Hogan turned into an infector because everything about Dr. Hogan's features has already been completely unrecognizable humanly. And almost instantly, he's perched on his hands, shifting his weight from one palm to the other. He's pacing, circling the room, and he appears to be watching me. He sees me. No, he's fixated on the ceiling now. Oh god, no. He's leaping at the vent. With his powerful tail-like appendage, he's striking at the reinforced covering, trying to get it open. I must warn the others. Recurring end. Yep. That's another part of the chaos going on. So, yeah. Necromorphs were on the loose. And then last, the red marker. The background behind the marker. Well, if I could read the whole thing. Oh goodness, that's pretty long. Yeah, I'm not sure if I can read the whole thing. Like, this is pretty long. But, you know, just skim right through this. The red marker is basically the replica of the real marker, which is the black marker. And as you can see, after the activation of that marker, people near the marker were suffering ailments. Yeah, this is the whole thing. Like, the marker is really responsible for the whole necromorph infections. Yeah, the maintenance team required finding a buildup of some kind blocking the airways. That's the corruption. Like, it's the organic mass that's spreading. Yep, that's what it's describing. Yep, so that pretty much adds more context to what was going on. Yeah, so this is pretty much it. And of course, before I go, like, just so he could help you out, the Night Cherry. Yeah, let me quit this Windows. And then let me switch the windows here. Okay, there you go. And then let me look for, let me put up the YouTube. There was supposed to be a music playing, so just so you'll be able to hear what was the music playing. Not now with the ads. Yeah.
Gawing tamis alat sarap, tita.
Yeah, it's this one, right? Okay. This is the whole thing. Like, there was supposed to be music playing that time. If it's even gonna load, that is. Oh, come on, is it really loading? Fine, I'll restart it. I'll just refresh it.
You really didn't think I was just gonna walk away, did you? I can't do that. Marker's coming with me. It's a shame. I was cool.
I wish I could talk to you. I'm sorry. I'm sorry about everything. I wish I could just talk to someone. It's all falling apart here. I can't believe what's happening. It's strange. Such a little thing. In the end, it all comes down to this one little thing. I didn't want it to end like this. I really wanted to see you again. Just once. I loved you. I always loved you.
Just like Kai, just like the captain. Nicole has been dead this whole time. Whatever you were seeing was caused by that.
Yeah, so there was actually supposed to be music playing, but I don't know why it wasn't happening when when the review was happening. That was so weird. Okay, here's another tidbit. It's gonna be even more insane, and even it's actually messed up. Now, you know that every uh every chapters have a name, right? In the game. Now, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna name every chapter from 1 to 12, and what you're gonna do, you're gonna look at the first letter of every title of the chapters, like first letter of each chapters. Like, just take one letter from the first, like the first letter, I mean. Hang on. I need to look for the chapter names. Okay, let's start here. Chapter 1, New Arrivals. Do not type anything, Cherry. I will name every chapters, and then you look at all the, yeah, don't say anything. So, Chapter 1, New Arrivals. And then, let's see, oh goodness. Chapter 2, Intensive Care. That's Chapter 2. Intensive Care. Chapter 3, Course Correction. Chapter 4, Obliteration Imminent. Chapter 5, Lethal Devotion. Then Chapter 6, Environmental Hazard. Chapter 7, Into the Void. Chapter 8, Search and Rescue. Chapter 9, Dead on Arrival. Chapter 10, End of Days. Chapter 11, Alternate Solutions. And Chapter 12, Dead Space. Now, get the first letter of, yeah. Do you see it? Do you see what each of these first letters vertically? Yeah, dude. If you spell all of these out, it says that. Yeah, dude. So basically, like this game really knows that Nicole is dead. Like that's what it completely spells out. Nicole is dead. Yeah, it was basically unraveling itself. Like if you like, that's actually a very cool but messed up way to spell it out. Like, my God, Nicole is like the game literally just says to you, Nicole is dead. Unfortunately, it's not the case for. It's unfortunately not the case for Dead Space 2. Dead Space 2 didn't have chapter names. It's a shame. I would love that if they have that. Also, in Dead Space 3, they do also have it, and they also have an anagram for each chapter names there. Unfortunately, that's only for Dead Space 3, other than 1. Dead Space 2, unfortunately, doesn't have. I think Dead Space 2 has like 16 or 15 chapters more. Like, there's 15 or 16. But I do know that Dead Space 2 has more chapters, so slightly it's longer than Dead Space 1. What's there? At the end of each word is... Oh goodness. Well, I'm looking through... I actually just looked into... I actually also... While I was looking through the... It's in the wiki, actually. I'll show you this. It's another noticeable fact. So, of course, other than the phrase of Nicole is dead, apparently, the end of each word is a boss fight. So, like, for Nicole, for example, E is for the Leviathan at the E of Nicole, apparently. That's supposed to be that. Actually, yeah, these are the points where you deal with the bosses. There were 3 bosses. It's not really wrong. So what's environmental hazard? That was when we dealt with the Leviathan. That's like the end of each word. And then the slug was when we were trying to free the communication array. Because of course, it's that gigantic necromorph that was keeping us from getting communication out and reaching out to Valor. And then, of course, the last one here is the hive mind. That's another interesting note. And then another fact, apparently, at the end, with the exception of Isaac and Nicole, all of the main cast die in the chapters that make dead. That's pretty much a noticeable thing. So, dead on arrival, Hammond died, Dr. Mercer died in End of Days, and then Kine died in Alternate Solutions, and Kendra died in the last chapter. Wow. That's just wow. Yeah. That's quite a mind games there, I will say. I will not lie, that was quite the mind games. It's quite impressive. Alright, so last thing I'm gonna do, I'm gonna boot up Dead Space 2, just so I'll play the video. Just to recap everything that's happened to us. Wait, where's the library? I'm not gonna play Dead Space 2, I'm just gonna play this particular video. That's basically a recap of Dead Space 1. Hang on. It not exactly an intro. And I mean, I'll read, maybe one day I'll do another stream playthrough of Dead Space 2, because I I actually already did a playthrough of the first 2 Dead Space games, which, of course, if you guys want to check out, here's the playlist. Actually, Nightshare, you could check out. This is the playlist of my first stream playthrough for both Dead Space 1 and 2. That way you'll be able to find it. Yeah, just give it a moment. It's already booting up Dead Space 1. Dead Space 2. So yeah, 3 years after Dead Space 1, Dead Space 2 was released. Yeah, I was just gonna skip that. Yeah, just gonna decline it. Extras. But yeah, oh yeah, forgot. As you can see, I already did this game before. I already finished this game before. And then yeah, this is a recap of the first game.
By the 25th century, Earth's resources were ravaged, consumed, exhausted. Desperate and on the verge of extinction, we cast out into the void of space and discovered rich new worlds waiting to be cracked open and stripped bare. All of Earth became devoted to this effort. The planet crackers were built, the USG Ishimura the first and most famous. Planet cracking became routine. Its spoils kept us alive. Eventually, greedy eyes fell upon Aegis 7. Restricted for centuries for reasons unknown, greed and corruption saw to the demise of caution. There, buried beneath the surface, an artifact. The red marker. Long lost and long forgotten. The religion I once called my own had found its holy grail, the key to human immortality. Or so we thought. It did not bring salvation.
Witness the conviction of a true believer.
It brought doom. Marker bred insanity, murder, and chaos. It bred necromorphs. Those who escaped the planet fled to the safety of the orbiting Ishimura.
This is Shuttle CSO-4. The colony is overrun. We can't go back.
The scourge released upon Aegis 7 came with them. Within hours, the Ishimura went dark. The corporation dispatched a small repair crew to check on its investment.
Seems like everyone was trying to pack in a hurry.
Among the crew was an engineer, Isaac Clarke.
Isaac, it's me.
He had something special aboard the Ishimura.
I wish I could talk to you.
In the darkness, Isaac found death. And the red marker. It was not holy, it was not alien, it was man-made. And it could be used to stop the outbreak. Isaac also found Nicole.
Thank you, Isaac. I always believed in you.
Dead by her own hand, she was an apparition of the marker. Isaac engineered his escape. But everything else was destroyed. Three years later, he wakes in a hospital on Titan Station, an EarthGov metropolis on Saturn's largest moon. Isaac has survived, but his mind is no longer safe. For the marker changes all.
So yeah, that's a little bit of what's to come on Dead Space 2. In fact, though, if I would say, I think Dead Space, from what I remember, looking back at the first two games, Dead Space 2 focuses more on psychological, especially as you could see, while Isaac managed to escape from Ishimura, he could not escape the entirety of the events that happened in the first game. Like, literally, mentally, he's mentally like scarred right now. Like, Dead Space 1 left him very that left him quite in a very bad spot. You could tell even from the ending. The red marker, the whole outbreak, and then the fact that he failed to save Nicole. Those were the contributing factors. So yeah, that's how we end up came to be. Oh goodness. Hang on. I'll just set it to. Damn, I don't really have. I'll just set to the be right back screen. Oh goodness, I can't see the. Whoops. Then what's Dead Space 3 about? Oh, Dead Space 3? Now, I will say, Dead Space ended with Dead Space 2, because when we reached Dead Space 3, I mean, it does continue the story, but the essence that made Dead Space was pretty much gone. Because, of course, Dead Space is supposed to be a horror game. It's supposed to be a horror series. Dead Space 3 is not horror anymore. It's just complete sci-fi action. There's no more trace of horror. The horror pretty much ended at Dead Space 2. Like, Dead Space 2 handled action and horror way better than Dead Space 3, because Dead Space 3 completely dropped the horror vibe that was in the first two Dead Space games. That's pretty much what happened. Also, I would say, like, Dead Space 3 is basically supposed to completely unravel everything behind the thing with necromorphs and the marker. Like, it completely unravels everything, which is not necessarily a bad part. The real problem was just, like, I felt like the direction with Dead Space 3 was not so good, especially with how they handled Isaac's character. Also, I won't say too much, especially like it would have something to do with the way this game with Dead Space 2 ended, but I can just another time for Dead Space 2. For now, like Dead Space 1, we only did Dead Space 1 just to celebrate the remake coming. Hang on, I'll set this to off. So yep, it's to celebrate the remake coming. So yeah, so right now, like as you can see, we're pretty much at the end of the stream. We pretty much finally finished Dead Space. So to end the stream off, I could send us over to someone playing Dead Space or Dead Space 2. Actually, now for you, Night Cherry, I think it's safe for you to watch Dead Space 2 streams now, because now you pretty much are aware you pretty much know the whole story. And yeah, I guess you could say it's a good time for you to see Dead Space 2 story. So like if you want to continue seeing Dead Space 2, like I could send this over to someone playing Dead Space 2. You know what? I think I could send this over to someone playing Dead Space 2. That's something we can do. Hang on. Let's see. Who is playing Dead Space 2 right now? Not a lot of people. Hmm. How come no one is playing Dead Space 3 right now? Let me check. I'll see if someone's playing Dead Space 3. Hang on, let me check on the... Oh, the streamer's too big for me to raid. And he already has a good amount of viewers. Hang on. Hold up, I'll search up Dead Space 3. I'll see if there might be anyone streaming Dead Space 3. Okay, so there are indeed, but obviously there's not. This one, there's way. It's a lot more scarce here than the previous two Dead Space games. I mean, I gotta be honest with you. It's Dead Space 3 is not Dead Space, so obviously it's a no go. Oh man, if I can't really find anyone who, yeah, I'm not sure if I'll. All right. Well, if I can't really rate anyone who's streaming Dead Space 2 and 1 at the moment, because there's, yeah, look like there's much I could do. Hang on, I'm gonna continue looking. Really also depends on the streamer. Let's see. Okay, I guess I could rate this particular person. It's your boy Top Ramen. I think he's actually pretty early in the game, so I could send this over to him. He's even just started the stream, so actually, you know what? Let's get over to him. Alright, so I'm gonna rate It's Your Boy Top Ramen. He's played Dead Space 2 right now. And yeah, that's it for tonight's stream, guys. Or wait, hang on. Just let me. Whoops. Was it the same one? Is this the right one? Just to make sure. Okay, sorry. Just want to make sure. It's just. Alright, so yeah, that's it for tonight's stream, guys. I'll stream tomorrow, but I already finished Dead Space now, so that leaves to. I can continue doing Halloween streams tomorrow, or I could do a Smash Brothers stream tomorrow, especially I'm gonna be attending a tourney for Smash this Saturday. Obviously, because Saturday is going to be the time I'm going to a Smash tourney, that means no stream for me. So yeah, we'll see. Night Cherry, I could either be playing Smash or I could be playing Left 4 Dead just for to continue the Halloween streak. I could be playing Left 4 Dead too. It's either that or Smash. We'll see. I'll decide. I'll decide tomorrow. But in the meantime, you know, that's it for tonight's stream, guys. Awesome that we managed to finish Dead Space 1. and hopefully the remake will turn out to be awesome. If you guys wanna follow my socials, here are my social links. And if you want to see footage of the Dead Space remake, here it is. So yeah, I'll see you guys tomorrow. Y'all take care and stay safe. You guys have yourselves a good day or night.